Hi guys, this is Raj Kamal. I welcome you all for the PM lecture. So today we are going to see a topic called construction of cycloid curve. So let us see that. So here the circle is rolling on a straight line. See, the circle is rolling along a straight line for their circumference. So this type of curve is called as cycloid curve. See here, the curve in the red color. So this is the cycloid curve. So a circle will rolls along a straight line is called cycloid curve. In the question itself, we can understand if you have a line, the circle is rolls along a straight line means it's a cycloid. From that only we can identify it's a cycloid problem. Okay, clear guys? If a circle rolls along a straight line, the word will be present in the question means we can blindly you can say it is a cycloid problem. Okay, see the question now. Let's discuss the question. A circle of 50 diameter rolls along a straight line without slipping. See here, the word is the rolls along a straight line. Draw the curve traced out by a point on the circumference for one complete revolution of a circle. Name the curve. Draw the tangent to the curve at a point on 40 from the line. So these are the given data. So we are right here the given data. So see here, we put the circle. So because the polygon is a circle and it rolls along a straight line. From this word we can identify it's a cycloid curve. And then the diameter is given. From the diameter we can find the circumference of the circle, and then they give the condition for the drawing the tangent and normal. They give the condition for drawing the tangent and normal also. So let us see the problem now. The first step we need to draw the circle for the given radius. We'll draw it, and you can refer it for splitting the circle these degrees. So we can divide the circle into 4 and 8 of like this. 8 equal of we can divide the circle. We can divide the circle for 12 equal of also. It make more complexity. So that's why we are avoiding to for the 12 divisions. We can stop it at 8 division itself. So then you can give the names in the anti-clockwise direction. Please guys remember it. We need to give the names in the anti-clockwise direction, and also we need to start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and instead of 8 we need to put P here. This also we need to remember here. So two steps we need to remember here. One is you should start from the here, and in the anti-clockwise direction you need to give the name, and instead of 8 we need to put as P. Okay, these are the two steps we need to remember here. Then the third step, so from the P point we need to draw a horizontal line, and the magnitude of this horizontal line is the circumference of the circle. So the circumference of the circle is pi into d. For this problem, we is having 157.4. So the 1.14 we can't able to draw. So we can draw up to 157. That's enough. So it will be look like this, guys. Okay. Can move for the next step. So after drawing this horizontal line, we need to divide this horizontal line into 8 equal halves, because we divide the circle into 8 equal half only. So we need to divide this horizontal line also in 8 equal half. It divide is 157 by 8 means we get 19 point something. It's difficult to divide it. So that's why we going for the any angle method. So this is the any angle method. We should draw a line, inclined line from the point P for any angle. For any angle, you can draw inclined line from the point P, and the line magnitude will be 8 centimeters, because we're going to divide the circle in divide this line in 8 centimeters. Sorry, 8 division only. So we should divide this line also in 8 division. So for that make easiest, we can take it this magnitude of line is 8 centimeter and divide it into 8 equal of make a division of 8 like this. Okay, it will be look like this, guys. Okay, can move for the next step. So after dividing this inclined line, we need to draw a parallel line. So we should follow the parallel line method. So you can use the drafter or rolling scale. It is easy to us. So from this point, we need to draw a parallel line. We need to match here. From every division, we need to draw a parallel line from here. It will be 8 parallel lines like this. After that, we need to give the name from here. From here, we need to give the names 1, 2, 3 like this. It will be look like this, guys. See here. So after this, So from here we need to draw the horizontal lines from the 7 point that will be cross over the first point. We should draw a horizontal line up to the P point. Similarly, from the 6th point that will cross over the center of the circle point and also the second point, we should draw a line. Please remember, the 6th point line will cross over the center of the circle and the second point. So the line is equal for the both the center of the circle and the second point also up to P point. Similarly, from the 5th point, it will be cross over the third point. Up to here, we need to draw a horizontal line. From the 4th point also, we need to draw a horizontal line. Okay, after drawing this, from this horizontal line 1 point, we need to draw a perpendicular line up to the center of the line. So this is the center of the line. From the second point also, from the third point also, and from the 4th point, we need to draw from the each points. Similarly, we can draw the lines up to the center of the line. Okay, and give the name as this is center line only. That's why we can give C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7. It will be C8 or CP. Okay, so it will look like this, guys. C4. Okay, so next step. So after drawing this, we need to make an arc. So for that, we can measure from the radius of this circle. Measure the radius of the circle and keep this C1 as center. This is the C1 point. C1 as center and make an arc on the one horizontal line. Similarly, keep the radius as constant from the C2. This is C2 center and make an arc on the second line. This is the second line. Okay, it will be like this. See here. Arc will be there now. See the arc. These are the arcs. We should continue this arc for the 8 points. Once again, I repeat the step. See here. I take the measurement of the radius of this circle from here and keep it this C1 as center and make an arc in the one line, and similarly C2 as center, make an arc in the second line. Similarly, from the third point, the radius is constant kept as and make an arc in the third line. Similarly, from the 4th point, I make an arc on the 4th point also. From the 5th point, this is C3, C4, and this is C5. From here, make an arc on the 5th point, and this is 6th. From here, the same radius, we can make an arc on the 6th, and C7, I will make an arc on here, and C8, it will be mesh here. Okay, it will be look like this, guys. See here, it will be clearly visible for you. See each arcs for the constant radius. Okay, so next step, very simple step, guys. So please remember, up to this we need to use H or 2H pencil only. By making an arc here, we can use the HP pencil. Please remember, the arc only in a darker manner, other things are in a very lighter manner. For this problem, arc and tangent normal curve will be in a darker manner, other things are in a very lighter manner. Okay, so we can join this arc by using HP pencil. Make a arc, don't remove your hand, join simply like this, guys. Okay, this is a cycloid curve, so you can see here very clearly. Okay, fine, good. So we can go for the next step. So next step, we have a condition for draw the normal and tangent, that is 40 mm from the line. So take your scale, you can measure from this point. It's somewhere it will reach the 40 mm in the curve, because in the curve only we need to draw the tangent and normal. So somewhere here the point will meet the curve. So make an arc on this and give the name as Q. Okay, it will be look like this, guys. Okay, so next step, from this point, for the same radius of the circle, make an arc on the center line. Keep the compass here and make an arc. Okay, see here. So next step, from the point here, we need to draw a perpendicular line to this here and give the name as M. It will be look like this, guys. Okay, fine. The next step, from the point of M, we need to draw a normal line that will pass over the point of Q. like this, and the line also in a darker manner, guys. You can use an HP pencil. Okay, so after that we need to draw a tangent line. See here, that will pass over the curve, not inside the curve, like this. Okay, that's all, guys. You can understand easily. So this is the construction for the cycloid curve. So thank you guys. We can see in the next video.